Have you ever wondered what happens when pride and jealousy spiral completely out of control? Today, we're diving into a story from the pages of history that serves as a chilling reminder of the consequences of rebellion. It's a tale that unfolded in the desert, a moment when sin literally tore the earth apart. Imagine this: the Israelites, led by Moses, are journeying through the wilderness. They've seen incredible miracles, the parting of the Red Sea. Water from a rock, yet discontent is brewing. At the heart of this unrest is a man named Korah. He wasn't just anyone. He was a Levite from the same tribe as Moses and Aaron. He had a privileged position serving in the tabernacle. But for Korah, it wasn't enough. He looked at Moses and Aaron, his own cousins, and saw not God's chosen leaders, but rivals. Pride began to fester in his heart. He wanted their authority, their position, their honor. Korah wasn't alone in his ambition. He found allies in Dathan and Abiram, men from the tribe of Reuben, who also harbored grievances. Together, they orchestrated a powerful movement. They gathered 250 other leaders of the community, well-respected men, to join their cause. Their message was persuasive and dangerous. They approached Moses and Aaron and said, "You have gone too far. The whole community is holy, every one of them, and the Lord is with them. Why then do you set yourselves above the Lord's assembly?" Think about how cunning this accusation was. They used spiritual language to justify their grab for power. They weren't just questioning Moses. They were questioning God's divine appointment. They twisted the truth that all of Israel was a holy nation into a weapon against the very leadership God had established to guide them. This wasn't a simple disagreement. It was a full-blown mutiny, a spiritual insurrection that threatened to shatter the nation's unity. Moses was devastated. He fell face down in humility and anguish. He understood the gravity of the situation. This wasn't just a challenge against him. It was a rebellion against the Almighty. He told Korah and his followers, "In the morning, the Lord will show who belongs to him and who is holy." He proposed a test. He instructed the 250 rebels to take their censers, the sacred fire pans used for offering incense, and stand before the Lord the next day alongside Aaron. God himself would show whom he had chosen. But Moses also made a heartfelt appeal. He spoke directly to Korah, reminding him of the great honor he already had as a Levite. "Isn't it enough for you," he asked, "that the God of Israel has separated you from the rest of the community to bring you near himself, to do the work at the Lord's tabernacle? But now you are trying to get the priesthood as well." It was a final chance for Korah to see his pride and repent. The next day, the atmosphere was thick with tension. Korah had gathered all his followers, stirring up the entire community against Moses and Aaron. The situation was explosive. Suddenly, the glory of the Lord appeared to the whole assembly. A voice from heaven, the voice of God, spoke to Moses and Aaron, delivering a terrifying command. "Separate yourselves from this assembly, so I can put an end to them at once." Moses and Aaron immediately interceded for the people, pleading with God not to destroy everyone for the sin of a few. God relented, but gave another stark warning. He commanded Moses to tell the people, "Move away from the tents of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram." This was the moment of decision. The people had to choose. Would they stand with God's chosen leaders or with the rebels? A space began to clear around the tents of the conspirators. Then Moses declared the ultimate test. He said, "This is how you will know that the Lord has sent me to do all these things and that it was not my idea. If these men die a natural death, then the Lord has not sent me. But if the Lord brings about something totally new, and the earth opens its mouth and swallows them with everything that belongs to them, you will know that these men have treated the Lord with contempt." As soon as he finished speaking, the unthinkable happened. The ground beneath Korah, Dathan, and Abiram began to tremble. With a deafening roar, the earth split wide open. A gaping chasm appeared, and in a moment of sheer terror, the men, their families, and all their possessions were swallowed alive. The ground then closed over them as if they had never existed. At the same time, fire blazed forth from the Lord and consumed the 250 men who were rebelliously offering incense. Absolute silence and terror fell over the camp. The people who had witnessed this horrifying judgment fled, screaming, "The earth will swallow us too." The message was brutally clear. Rebellion against God's authority carries devastating, immediate consequences. Pride doesn't just lead to a fall, it can lead to complete annihilation. This story isn't just an ancient tale. It is a powerful lesson for us today about the destructive nature of pride and the importance of humility and obedience. It teaches us that true honor comes not from seeking power, but from faithfully serving in the place where God has put us. Thanks for watching. If this story made an impact on you, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next video. See you then.